When you last talked to me, you were kind of just like, oh, I'm not going to talk to any more people. I'm just going to let what I did speak for itself.
I don't necessarily regret doing it. I feel like it was important, just if I'm going to be in the commentary space, to, I guess, talk broadly and openly about one thing that I feel like I should have addressed in my document that I didn't. That was the idea of the interview, and I also just wanted a space as well for people to hear, my side of things, and hopefully, gain a new perspective and kind of get questioned a bit. And I will say I started off extremely weak, but I think I finished pretty strong. I think I was in control towards the end.
Okay, I do think for the most part you were.
I think I ended that interview where I wanted it.
Mm-hmm. In today's video, we have a second and last interview with CameronF305. In between the last call and this one, if you are clued into the commentary sphere, you might know that a lot has happened. This interview will cover the aftermath of Cameron's disaster of an appearance on Aiden Project's channel, ending with another continued plea by both myself and Eva Elfpire for Cameron to stop talking, stop correcting the record, and stop giving more for people to comb through. My reasoning for this should be explained better in the video. But with all that out of the way, please enjoy and have a good one. I don't know, that's a good question. Hello there.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
There he is.
Didn't play my intro sound. What the fuck?
Oh, my apologies. No, I don't have your sounds
But you know
off.
what? It's fine. There is a little bit of a silver lining here for you. Hassan was just banned on Twitch.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Yeah, 20 minutes ago.
Hassan was just banned on Twitch. Look
Good
at that.
riddance, fucker. For what?
Well, I don't know.
We have no idea.
Let's see.
Doesn't say on stream bans or his page.
Let's see if I can find something.
There's no way it's for his past behavior. There's no way it's for his past behavior.
I think it's something he did in his last stream.
Dude, imagine not being blocked by Hassan Piker.
Let's see.
I don't think I'm blocked by him, but I'm super small, so.
I was blocked before my content.
Oh, he blocked you before your content, cop. That's interesting.
Yeah. But it was after we met.
He could feel it in his jimmies.
It was after we met at Creator Class.
Yeah,
That is crazy, man. Yeah, he has not tweeted about it yet. The last thing he said is, "This is why I never game on stream, SMH," and then he's showing a screenshot from Zionism.wtf, which I'm not going to show on
Whatever
screen.
it was justified.
Whatever the ban is for and however long it's for, it's not long enough.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing, actually. Here's my actual take on it. I'm pretty against, I'm pretty anti-censorship as is.
Uh-huh.
And I think in terms of Twitch's rules, that Hassan should have been banned a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do think is that I think I disagree with a lot of their rules, and I think they need to lighten up a whole lot. And I think a lot of people who are banned shouldn't be banned.
I agree. A lot of people.
I think that a lot of.
And I think Hassan should not be banned.
I don't care if the rules are tighter or looser or better or worse. I just want them universally applied fairly and without this double standard. That's clearly a problem on the platform.
Yes, I agree. 100%. 100%. I think that if it was more, if it was just applied fairly, I wouldn't care. Legitimately, nobody would care. Personally, I was banned in his chat. Well, it might have been for something funny. So good on you, I guess.
So many years ago, he was having beef with Too Mad. He wouldn't debate Too Mad.
Mm-hmm.
Or shit hit the fan with him.
Was it because he was too mad?
I guess so. Basically, Too Mad clacked funny meme guy claps him up on fucking politics, and this is way before Too Mad's or before he fell apart. But and then he just refused to debate him, and then banned anybody who ever mentioned him. And I was I told him to debate Too Mad, and I got banned.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it was? Actually, Hassan was banned for screaming, "Why don't you suck my D?" Odds string yesterday.
I still need to turn that to a clip. I need to turn that. Like, there's literally a clip of him saying, "You need to suck my dick."
He's talking.
When it
he's
came to the
normal,
ADL.
and then he's not.
Yeah.
Then he's just pure rage, and I'm like, dude, how do you go there so fast? I'd never seen that before.
Right.
Yeah. No, yeah.
It's unhinged, man.
Well, I mean, like you said, Ava, it's definitely some sort of personality disorder.
Yeah, it's a cluster B personality trait. Yeah, for sure. I'm leaning towards BPD, but I couldn't be sure.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Okay.
What am I allowed to say on this broadcast?
Don't use slurs. I believe in freedom of speech, but I believe in YouTube's freedom of speech. So don't say slurs and don't incriminate yourself, please.
Like, you can use normal cuss words, like
I can't incriminate myself if I'm not if I've never.
This is
if
true.
I have nothing to incriminate.
This is true. This is true. This is true. I guess.
No, you can't. You absolutely can incriminate yourself if you've not done a crime.
Really?
I could do it right now, but just by saying 3 things. Yes, I killed a man. Boom. Technically, I just incriminated myself. But this is for joke purposes, so get wrecked, YouTube reported system. No, but seriously, you can incriminate yourself with anything you say, which is why it is important to exercise your right to remain silent, for what you say can and will be held against you in the court of law.
Yes.
Dick and balls. Fuck.
That's fine. I don't care.
There you go. Okay, well, now
but retard is retard a slur to you?
No,
You're super
absolutely not. Retard is not a slur.
No, because retard is a descriptive term used in multiple industries beyond just that of the like psychology industry.
Used to describe me.
Yeah, I use. Listen, I'm autistic. I'm reclaiming the term. It's not bad. In my personal opinion.
I reclaim the term.
Exactly. Go right ahead.
Oh wait, I forgot I was supposed to have my VTuber voice on.
Oh, did you? You have a VTuber voice now?
What's up, retards?
Am I?
Oh, that's.
You sound like an absolute.
It's so bad.
That's beautiful.
It's so bad.
Oh my god.
I'm never doing that again.
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
Never.
I spent multiple hours like making mine sound as like nice as it did. So please don't do that again.
I'm never doing it again.
Oh goodness. Well, so before you came in, we were kind of talking about the interview that you had earlier today and how wonky it was, kind of on both ends. Interview? Well,
I don't know.
It wasn't really an interview. It was more like I kind of felt like an ambush, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, the only way that could have been more of an ambush is if Donald Trump was in the room and said, "Everybody dim the lights."
What if a bomb drops on your head right now? I love the Lumbee tribe.
There we go. But no, yeah. So like, I guess kind of walk. You told me a little bit about this off camera, but kind of just walk the audience through like why this happened. Because like when you last talked to me, you were kind of just like, "Oh, I'm not going to talk to any more people. I'm just going to let what I did speak for itself." So kind of just like,
plan. Yeah,
just kind of like talk me through why that changed and why you ended up doing it.
So you know, I don't necessarily regret doing it, and there's a few reasons for that. But I feel like it was important. Just if I'm gonna be in the commentary space to, I guess talk broadly and openly about one thing that I feel like I should have addressed in my document that I didn't, and that was why I was not honest with FPS Diesel, and because I know that can affect my credibility. I want to clear that up.
Yeah.
And just take it on the chin and move forward and just establish my credibility through my content. That was the idea of the interview, and I also just wanted a space as well for people to hear my side of things, and hopefully gain a new perspective and kind of get questioned a bit. And I've been a fan. I wouldn't actually say a fan, but I've been a watcher, I guess, from afar of Aiden's streams, and for the most part, he seems to have been pretty level-headed on many occasions. I don't watch his content enough, and probably not enough as much as I should have. But I've been well aware, and from what I understand, he's kind of like in the center of like the two, like I guess, extremes of the commentary community. But what I soon came to realize is he's very susceptible to, I guess, his chat or public pressure, or whatever big YouTubers are talking to him, and everyone in that chat was just, there was nobody there who to counter the retarded things being said. So he was it seems like he was buckling under that pressure. And I will say I started off extremely weak, but I think I finished pretty strong. I think I was in control towards the end.
Okay. I do think, yeah, for the most part you were.
I think I ended that interview where I wanted it.
Yeah, I think that, again, the reason why I said this before you came in, I
got really bad faith halfway through.
It did. I think the problem I was having is, because one, you're like, oh, I'm not going to do this anymore. And I was like, oh, okay, he's walking into something. I know that because I don't hate Aiden, because I know very little about him. I know that, like you said, he's kind of like on both ends of the commentary sphere, but like, I didn't really feel like you were going to gain anything out of it. And so like I was watching and I see Dickers come in, and I see Dickers trying to like get up in your face. And then I see him just like saying, oh, you should let these people in. And it's just like, that's not like what this is supposed to be. An interview is not like letting in a whole bunch of random people like this. I just didn't really like it too much.
There were multiple occasions where I was going to walk out, and when he started there's multiple occasions he just went full retard and started like honing in on the stupidest shit possible, dude. Like, what the hell is this? Like, the other thing is, I'm also thinking of it from the perspective as another, content creator myself. I'm like, this is really what you're going to spend your time asking this person? Like, do you actually want information, or do you just like, what's the goal here?
Well,
and
oh, go ahead.
The goal was to get you to discredit yourself through your own words or your own explosive outburst or whatever.
I mean,
that was the goal, and that's why it was bad faith, for those who are wondering.
I don't know what they wanted me to do. Like, if you're gonna like blatantly lie to my face or just like accuse me of something that just didn't happen, I'm not gonna sit there like a robot. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get emotional. Like, yeah, I'm gonna, I'm not like a fucking sociopath. Like, that's just human nature.
I can't blame anybody for that, but it is something I impress upon them that, listen, it is important to know the difference between raising your voice and sharpening your tone.
Right. And I think
your tone is far more effective at conveying your emotion without somebody shutting you down, or not the CQ. Oh, he's just emotional. Oh, right. She's just hysterical.
Right. I think once I was kind of blindsided by because there was a moment where I was blatantly lied to my face by one of the people that Aiden had on, and they were saying that I just had contradicted myself in a place where I hadn't, and that I had hadn't addressed something that I had verbatim earlier in the interview. So yeah, I was getting frustrated. After that, once I caught myself getting frustrated, and I just kind of had to correct myself and just I guess try to take a more measured approach. And I feel like towards the end, I kind of
you definitely recovered far better than what I've seen most people who crash out a little bit.
You did.
But I will say, in terms of it's gonna people get upset. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But how you handle getting upset and reeling that back is important. People like Hassan or people like Destiny, they don't reel it back. They go instant to 100, and then it's just there. There's no apology. There's no look. I'm getting a little heated. I don't appreciate the manner in which you've ambushed me. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. SpongeBob me that shit. Don't go freaking on a rampage.
I think that there also is I guess the streamer in me that just kind of wants to be amped up for the content side of it in a way. But that's not obviously my main goal in that specific scenario. We're talking about something serious, and I'm being asked about what the homepage of my fucking browser is, and I don't want to leak my next video. Sorry.
Also, another thing that I had a problem with regarding their interview is it very much felt like how it caught my interview, or rather interrogate somebody, especially with the repetitive questions, trying to get you to trip yourself up.
Yeah, that was
stuff and stuff like that. It's classic. It's classic interrogation 101. I'm like, guys, you are not good at this. Stop it.
Yeah, no, with all due respect to Aiden, I've seen a couple of his streams. I saw his Weddle interview. Like, from what I've mostly seen of his streams, there have been many occasions where I've personally disagreed with him and his tactics in many ways. But if there was anyone other than maybe like fucking Diorio or something that I would talk to, there's probably some other people, but he was like the best available option at that, I guess, point, and I don't regret doing it. I may regret the way I kind of went into it, but I
would still say that it wasn't like it didn't ruin your reputation. It might have a little bit, but I think
but not with my target audience.
It especially was exactly. That's not your target audience at all. The people that this harmed your reputation,
they already didn't like me.
People who kind of already had made up their mind. Exactly.
Yeah, they already didn't like me, so I don't really care about that. Mainly, it was just to establish that I made a dent in my credibility with Diesel. So I was already there to like say, hey, I fucked up, and here's why I fucked up. But we went so off base with that. Trying to establish context with a clip that already has the context in it, and like it's just like it's so ridiculous. Like the questions that ended up being asked.
Another funny thing too, that you have, because like he had that big problem with you lying to him, right? Reason why I don't think he did. I don't think he had an actual problem with being lied to. It was a white lie. It was more of like
I was embarrassed.
Not wanting to be like exactly. So. It's not necessarily a lie, but a big thing that will happen, especially in court and stuff. There's a term in Latin called falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus, which means if you're lying about one thing, you're lying about everything. So him focusing on that little lie is him trying to discredit you with everything you said to his audience because of this one lie he caught you in.
Right, and I understand that, and
that was the attempt being made. Yeah.
I just don't. I don't really feel like that was successful.
No, it wasn't. It got you pissed off, and some people like, oh look, he's emotional.
Oh my god, he's a fucking human being.
Look, if somebody walks up to me after I've exited the grocery store and said, "You stole that Gatorade," I'm likely to punch that guy in the face. I'm sorry. Like, don't fucking accuse me of a crime. It's to your pride. It's to your ego.
I wouldn't punch somebody in the face.
It's not a smart thing to do.
I think as well a part of it is like they know my prior association and they want me to be the lolcow that my boss was, and that's just not who I am. So
gotcha.
Well, I think that's easy not to do.
Yeah. Dude, I could
even know who your previous boss was.
I could tell a lot of stories.
It was Yandev. He used to make music for Yandev.
Oh, that's right. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I hate breathing. I hate being alive.
Yeah. So, no, I lost my train of thought there. But
sorry.
No,
Boogie does that to people.
No, you're good. You're good. I do think I agree that there was a lot of semantics. I kind of understand. I understand the point. I don't really enjoy the execution where they wanted to hear the entire clip of you talking to Jelly, and I can understand.
And I gave it to them. I gave that clip.
So from my understanding, it didn't seem like enough to them because it didn't include the beginning and the end, and I can understand that when somebody is trying to prove their innocence, you want to hand as much unredacted or as much clean, uncut information as possible. And so I can understand saying, I want this call.
you advocate in court, you would advocate for the totality of the film or video to be released for completion's sake.
Yes, and
Yeah, no, I was willing to do that. The reason I haven't sent him anything is honestly just because of the way that interview went. Had things been,
I would say no. Don't send him anything. Don't talk to him anymore.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's not somebody I would trust to platform your evidence in a non-biased manner in which he wouldn't try to spin it.
Correct. If I ever feel the need to release that evidence, it'll be on my terms, on my platform. And I don't feel that need right now, first of all. And second of all, majority of that clip has nothing to do with me, and it was just this individual crying, and I felt uncomfortable continuing the recording, so I stopped it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's extremely reasonable. When my name was mentioned, however, I started the recording back up because it had to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and where she said straight up, you know, that I didn't do it, and that it was just me lifting her up, and I put her down.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it just kind of confirmed my context. So, that minute clip, that was the full clip of that call that I recorded. When we got back to the regular conversation, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop recording this.
Yeah. I understand your mindset. I definitely do, because like again, like this was an individual.
Do I wish I recorded the full call now in hindsight? Absolutely.
I imagine you do. I imagine you do, because it definitely makes it easier.
With your own personalized FBI agent, sure they have it somewhere on record. You know, let us say somebody somewhere has it recorded.
Yeah. Some gooner in Discord.
Something like that. I say that because like I understand what people are seeking, and what they're seeking is like more evidence. I'm not really.
I mean, at this rate, there are at least like 10 fucking clips, but
Here's the problem. Other people can be looking for evidence all they want, but when you provide evidence and it's not enough for you, and you ask for more and you ask for more, at this point we're getting into the whole foundation of our court system, which is innocent until proven guilty. What evidence in the affirmative to the accusations against Cameron has been presented? None of it is
nothing. Absolutely nothing other than testimony.
It hasn't even met the standard of like what you could get like a warrant or an injunction against you, right?
Because even in the clip that like goes against me, I
more likely than not that it happened. That's 51%.
Yeah.
We don't even have enough evidence for that, let alone enough evidence for conviction, which is 99%.
Because even in the clip that's being used against me, I admit that like I straight up say, I put you down. Like I agree that I put you down when you said stop. Like I didn't admit to doing anything unconsensual whatsoever in that clip. It does sound bad. I'm being accused of it to my face or whatever. At least it comes off that way. But that's not what happened. And I have evidence of the contrary. So at this point, we have a testimony and evidence that doesn't even prove the accusation. But we have plenty of evidence that goes against the accusation.
But this is the whole thing. You can't prove a negative. You can't prove you didn't do something. Okay? It's not possible.
I think I have.
In the middle of that, and the fact that they have not presented evidence, the fact that you keep giving more and more evidence, they're just going to ask for more and more. Your obligation to both the courts and the court of public opinion is zero, nada. You don't have to provide any of this stuff because they haven't provided any evidence to actually support their claims. And so it is your duty and obligation to not respond to that, because if you respond to that, this is what happens. People just ask for more, or they'll move your goalposts, and there will always be a reason why what you present as evidence is not enough for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree.
But yeah. The only like thing that like really I think makes me look bad is the call, and that's because first of all, on the call, I don't agree with how I handled it, because the way she was framing things, she kept changing subjects that definitely to manipulate it, to make it sound bad, because she knew she was recording and she knew she could try to make it look like something that it wasn't. I fully believe that. That's the type of person she is. That's the only explanation that makes sense to me as to why she would bring these topics up. And at that moment in time, I was doing anything I could to like kind of appease. So
Wait a minute. So she was recording you. Was this? Were you living in the state that you live in now when this happened?
both states 2-party consent.
So you did not give consent to that recording, did you?
No. So yeah, technically that's
so
not
she
legal
broke the
recording.
law.
Yeah, but
no, it's absolutely. It couldn't even be admissible as evidence. But what I'm telling everybody here is everyone who thinks that this recording is a gotcha. It's not. It's a violation of the law on one party's consent over Florida's statute. See, here's the thing. Florida's like Mr. Free Speech, Mr. Like, if Florida of all fucking places is saying that you did a bad thing here and what you did a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to tell you. There's a reason why we have the Florida man. There's crazy people in there and we have it because of sunshine laws.
hey,
But I'm sorry to say, Jelly, or whoever had recorded that conversation absolutely broke the law when they did that because they did not get your consent.
No. But beyond that, I was just trying to appease and like calm her down because I mean, this is someone who's I've seen go back and forth. So I, just kind of tried to downplay and like say, hey, look, we've been over this. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, I apologize. Instead of saying, no, this isn't you are misrepresenting the situation, which I should have done. Because like with the kissing thing, she totally misrepresented that. She misrepresented, she was very vague about the picking up situation. When she knew none of those things were accurate. Like I never forced her to kiss me. Like that's a lie. So like, it's all that. It's just like, obviously, if I knew it was being recorded, or if I knew like that this would come to haunt me in a year, I would have been specific and I would have said no instead of I'm sorry, because like the real situation was like that. I was trying to spend more time with her, and she felt the only way that she could get home was if she just gave me a kiss at the time or whatever. And this is a really like vague, like I guess rehash of it, but she told me that's how she felt later on, and I apologized for it. So that's what I apologized for. That's what we had already been over. So
I'll go ahead.
I wish I hadn't just been like, oh, we had already been over this, come on, like I already apologized.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that I was being recorded, so I obviously didn't feel the need to clarify every little detail at that moment in time.
I think for me, again, just and this is really just more prior criticism that I've had. I think the biggest problem is you already knew that this girl was kind of like crazy, and you still kind of like were with her even afterwards. I get that like there was some self-preservation entwined with it, but I think that like I don't know, biggest thing moving forward is don't be with crazy people anymore.
Don't stick your dick in crazy. Just don't do it.
Well, here's the thing: is like you guys are all telling me this a year and a half later. I figured this one out a year and a half ago.
That's good. This is fair, but like I'm allowed to say it because sometimes you need to hear it multiple times.
This is lessons learned, but it's like, that's what's so annoying about follow these controversy cycle. It's like, oh great, I have to relive or rehash shit I already freaking did from a year and a half ago. Even like the Shy Lily and Cinder stuff. Like there was freaking messages from almost 3 years ago, and it's like, really? I have to go this far back for this bullshit? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of unrelated to this, but yeah, pretty much. Well,
I'm just saying in general, a lot of people love to bring up stuff from a while ago and use it as like, oh, this is what you did back in 2016. How dare you? It's like, why are we talking about it?
Oh, this is an important clarification. Okay, so someone in chat said, didn't Cam admit he was pushy about the kiss last time he was on? No. I was being pushy about spending more time. And in her head, she felt the need, she felt like the kiss was her way of going home. Because it was like, she had like a 30-minute curfew, and we were like 5-10 minutes away. I just wanted to spend a little bit more time. So we were like hanging out for a good 5 or so minutes. I asked for a kiss, and then we went home because she felt like that was her ticket of going home. The only thing I was being pushy about was spending more time. Nothing to do with the kiss. It was literally have a kiss, we kissed, it was over.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, no, there is no doubt that a lot of the things I was doing during that time were stupid, and I was operating very fucking dumb, and I regret it. And
well, as are most of the actions and behaviors of a 19-year-old kid.
Yes.
I've definitely grown a lot.
I hope so.
Since that period of time, you know, I hate to pull at Ian here, but I have, you know, spent a lot of time in therapy and moved forward and gotten a lot of that past trauma out.
That's good.
And guess what?
Oh,
It didn't
no,
turn
you're
me.
not gonna, like,
And it didn't turn me into a
disown
fucking
your content
bumbling.
cop episodes, are you?
No, it didn't turn me into a bumbling, illiterate retard who couldn't fucking take accountability or anything. It didn't turn me into this fucking cuck brain.
Ah, that's good.
It turned me into a better person, like
That's
most
good.
therapy does. He like I said in my video, he's walking anti-therapy propaganda.
I agree. Especially because as someone who has had to go to therapy in the past for a couple of different reasons, mostly just related to family. When I listen to Ian talk about therapy, I'm just like, can you shut up, please? Because some people do actually need it for reasons that don't actually concern your sorry ass.
Yeah, no. Dr. Lipschitz has had enough.
Oh, yes. Pretty much. But no.
Same for... Okay, this is the last time I'm addressing chat. Why not let her go home? I did. She agreed to stay. If she didn't want to stay, I would have taken her home. But I was just trying to, like... It was stupid. I shouldn't have, like... The second she said she wanted to go home, I should have taken her home. But...
Look, this is cringy, freaking like shy old teenagers pitter-pattering around each other and the relationship they're trying to establish. Like, this is stuff that should not be aired out publicly years later. Okay?
I agree.
See, why not let her go home? What would you have done that as a 19-year-old freaking fresh out of high school? Do you know that? No, none of us did. So
this
let
is
us write it off as what it was: teenagers being teenagers. And freaking move on, because that's even what the alleged victim wants.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like, come on, people.
Yeah, no, it was an awkward situation, mainly. It wasn't like some like in all reality, if she really wanted to, if she felt that scared, she could have walked out. Okay, she wasn't locked. She wasn't trapped. Like, it was probably maybe like a 20-minute walk at most. Like, she would have been fine. Okay.
Yeah, she would have been. We're moving on though, because you're gonna start getting one died here by chat if you're not careful.
And I really don't want to loop on it, but especially since
I agree.
I really feel like, again, the biggest thing I can say is the burden of proof on any of this is on the accuser, and right now the accuser is deciding to sit in comment sections and try and get on people's streams.
Yeah, it's really weird.
She's trying to get on streams?
Well, I think that she is. At the very least, I thought I read comments where she's like saying, hey, I want to give this to people and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like,
oh, good Lord.
Like, again, this is my message. Jelly, if this kid raped you, go to the fucking police. The statute of limitations is 5 fucking years in most states. I want to see a police report before I can begin to believe you, because I do not believe you.
For something like this, it gets like closer to 10 years usual. So
here. Take it from me. Take it from me, Jelly. I haven't spoken to you in a long fucking time. I think you're the scum of the earth. I think you're a massive piece of shit. If I did these things to you, go to the fucking cops. You have my honor. Go ahead. Do it. But you won't, because you know it didn't fucking happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. Again, it's just like, they're really, again, I will repeat what I said to you earlier. There is nothing else that you should be saying. Because the more that you get on these and the more you talk, the more people are going to ask you questions, the more that people are going to try and twist your story and try to get new things. And the more that you have to tell a story, the more opportunities you have to say it wrong. And so really, when it comes to, like, if this was a real lawsuit or something like that, a lawyer would tell you to let the lawyer say something and then you say nothing, because the lawyer will write something out.
You can, because I got in recall with Cameron earlier today before this stream, and like, one of the first things out of my mouth was, you probably should have not said things.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, no, it was genuinely like not something I was planning on doing. there was some like I guess pressure among the community to do this.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He shouldn't do it.
I know.
I mean, look at Taka.
Who?
Taka is fake. Takahata 101. He's another VTuber. He's facing very similar accusations. It's like they're very dodgy, unless no one's like outright saying it, but it's believed it's essay allegations. And he has said, okay, well, here's what's happening. I'm gathering receipts and gathering my thoughts with the help of a lawyer. I don't intend to go after the person who is the source of these accusations, but I am letting them know that I'm prepared to defend myself. That is as far as you need to say anything publicly. You don't need to be going on interviews, and you don't need to be getting ambushed by weird-ass bad-faith actors. None of that shit.
To give you some...
Say, I have the receipts. If Jelly wants to file an official report, I will see her in court. Until then, I'm not going to talk on it. That should be always, at least especially when allegations this insane, that should always be like the response.
To give some clarification as well, Takahata is the guy who did some of the abridged series. To give you so you know,
he did Ultimate Abridged.
Pretty much, he did some of the abridged series. He was one of the voice actors in that. Just so that you know who he is.
So is Taco Hut good or bad?
Takahata, we don't know.
Good.
Like, we don't know where he stands. We don't know. The thing is he has put out his statement where he's saying, hey, people are saying things. I am not saying anything because my lawyer has told me to say nothing. And I am telling the victim, I don't want to sue you, but if you don't come to the table with me, I will fucking sue you because you are damaging my reputation right now.
He's handling exactly how somebody should. Now, we don't know a whole lot, but I will say he has shown evidence proving his innocence to a couple of his closest and oldest collaborators, and they are the only people who are in his like content creation sphere who are sticking with him and saying, look, I saw the actual allegations, I saw what Taka showed me proving his innocence, I choose to stand with Taka. So his very guarded and appropriate response, coupled with his closest collaborators going, look, I've seen what he's talking about. It's not bad. I stand with Taka. I think he's in a very good position to overcome these allegations. And the reason why is because he is his lips are sealed.
All right, I guess we'll await Taco Hut's response.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about VTuber drama.
What he said won't be anything until court. That's the thing. Like even like but
that's smart.
It's I'm gathering the information. I getting the help of a lawyer. I have no intention to go after or sue the individual accusing me, but I am prepared to defend myself.
Yeah, pretty
that
much.
is about as thorough and as detailed as you need to be when it comes to making a public statement regarding allegations against you.
Yeah, and
right. Like, the only and the reason I did it earlier, as I said earlier, was just like to kind of admit, yeah, I fucked up. I shouldn't have been dishonest with Diesel, and I totally understand why, changing the, what the blackmail was on could be seen as emotional manipulation, and I own that, and I regret that, and I think I should have never done that. I think that was totally fucking wrong of me.
Yeah.
And it will never happen again. I think that was important, and I mean that when I say that. I totally mean that. And as far as ever addressing the allegations again, I won't be. Yeah, I have no plan to go on people's streams and talk about it.
You better keep to that. Not for my sake.
I'm going to say it right now. If I see you on a stream, I have you added on Discord now. I will call you and I'll be like, "Listen, boy, you know I'm on."
Yeah, no, but
that being said, though,
I do have a hilarious.
I do have 4 minutes until I have to go. So that being said, what is hilarious?
I have a hilarious opportunity to use these accusations to lampoon the fuck out of Noah Samson, which I will be taking full advantage of, and that's all I'll say.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I did see somebody mention Noah Samson did end up making a comment about you, and I thought it was really insane. What he said.
Oh yeah, no, he called me a child rapist.
Everybody, Cameron is. Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Cameron is cooking regarding that end of it. I'm not even gonna name him. That's such a disgusting thing to say to somebody. Like, and immediately actionable too. Like, not seeing Cameron Wood, he doesn't have the time or energy for it. And nor do I think any judge has it. But like that would
This
be
is the second time he's done this, by the way.
It's
He
so
did it to Judge
instantly
Logic.
defamatory. It would, and you wouldn't even need a jury trial. The judge would be like, the law was clearly broken here. Pay him money.
Pretty much.
The golden part about it is
Like,
in my
that's how it
content
would
cop,
work.
I criticized Noah Samson for making slanderous statements, and this is the second time he has falsely accused someone of being a pedophile because he did it to Child Logic.
Yeah.
So
it's
this
bad.
is hilarious.
It's bad.
This is so yes, I am going to
It's
use
weird.
this for a grand layup, and I cannot wait. I'm so happy. I
Cameron is
love
cooking
YouTube.
everybody. That's all anyone needs to know.
Yeah.
YouTube is fun again. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. I think there is literally nothing else for you to gain by coming out at this again, because again, the only people that really care about to talk about this are going to be the content
You have provided
individuals.
far more facts in your defense than they have in your condemnation.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Like
The worst thing against me here is what I did with Diesel, and I felt like it would be the honorable thing to own up to that for my credibility in the future, and
mhm.
I felt that was important. Even though I know it doesn't necessarily help my case, I feel like it's important to be straight up honest regarding everything.
Honesty
no matter.
is the best policy. This is true.
No matter if it makes me look good or bad when it comes to that. So, yeah, I'm not gonna one guy, but K, nothing's been confirmed nor denied.
Nope.
Listen, don't focus. Don't focus on the
I
chat.
tapped for 1 second.
I know
and I
you
see-
did, but no, I'm blocking you. I'm cop blocking you straight up.
Listen. Like you don't need to pay attention to the chat. Again, all I'm really going to say on this is the only people that care about this are the individual. Well, I don't really give a shit about him, but like legitimately, the only people that care about this are the people that are going to be either stream sniping this or reviewing this later down the line and saying that you're retarded for doing this or you're retarded just for whatever sort of the reason. Those
for
are the only
talking to a VTuber, for talking to a disgusting scum of the earth VTuber.
Listen, VTuber. Listen,
Wait, no,
most
do you have
VTubers
the clip,
are.
the MommaOcco octopus model.
Oh my God. I'm not gonna play
What?
that.
You,
I'm not
you
gonna.
have that clip, right?
I do have that clip. Yes. There. No. Okay.
I want it played before I leave.
okay.
I have 1 minute before I have to go.
Okay. I'll play the clip. Sure. Just for
The
you.
what?
Listen, it's amazing.
VTuber with a jester / octopus mommy MILF avatar.
That was literally said.
Fucking what?
That was literally played as a response to a Grums call out video, and because I reacted to his first
from
one.
the Gunnernomicon Part 2.
Yes, it's a lot of context. Context. I can give it to you later, but like
It's so
yeah,
good, though.
it's
Oh.
If I knew you were going to react like that,
Like-
what the hell did I just hear?
like legitimately. Nobody of value actually really cares about this, and I'm saying that as somebody who cares about this. All right, nobody of value really cares about this. You're gonna
Right.
walk on. You're gonna
Yeah.
continue making content. There is some potential collaborators in the future that you like that may feel iffy about this. But if they are actually interested in getting to the bottom of this and they are actually level-headed individuals that know how the law works and know how like real shit works, I don't think that you really have anything to worry about. So stop going on people's shit because you're going to keep confusing your story. And that's what they
Keep
want.
going,
I
keep
think
going,
I
shit.
think I was
Go
extremely
on to
consistent.
somebody's strain and just shit. Just literally shit.
Just spread eagle the asshole open and just take a shit on the lawn.
Just right up against the microphone, yes. No, but
Okay.
seriously. You don't need to be going on anybody else's streams
Yeah,
and
no.
defending yourself. Your
I-
defenses have been made.
Yeah, I don't think I have to worry
That
about
being
that.
said, though,
But
I do have to go, so I will talk to you guys all later. It was thank you very much for having me.
Yeah.
yeah, have a good one.
You have a good one, Ava. Peace.
Okay, bye-bye.
I will say I was extremely consistent though, so I'm proud of that.
I will say, yeah, for the most part you are, but again, like the problem is the more you tell the story, people are going to look for minor inconsistencies in different ways
Minor?
that you like little ways that you reword things, basically. I see what you I see what you did there, but the more that you tell it, the more chances you can to mess up, because humans are infallible and humans are going to have opportunities to tell things in the way that they're not good. So that's all I'm trying to say is just keep it
Right.
consistent. If people ask, say, this is what it is. I don't know. You don't have to give them my video because again, I get it. VTubers are cringe and gay, but like
yeah,
that's
extremely.
So.
I think I got a lot of backlash actually for talking to one of these scum of the earth VTubers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll be honest, that's the biggest criticism. It doesn't matter whatever you did, talking to a VTuber is the worst thing you possibly can do.
So that's why I'm back, because I frankly don't give a shit.
There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest though. I blame Flamenco for that. That's Flamenco's fault. All right, Flamenco set VTubers back by 10 years.
I forgot everything that Flamenco did.
Oh my gosh. So the biggest thing is he was a massive spurg, and because
wait, what? He was a what?
A massive...
And you know what else is massive?
No, he was a spurg, and because he had gotten doxxed, so he got doxxed on one of Ethan Ralph's live streams. And
Kill stream, baby, let's go.
Hell yeah. And if I remember correctly, after he got doxxed, people found his Pornhub account, and they found that one of the porn websites that he looked at, he had read a doujin that had lolicon in it. Now, just as a quick aside, chat, not a fan of lolicon. I have friends that are, but I don't care about it. I'm not interested in it. So
you have what?
I have some friends that are into it, but I don't care.
They're into it?
It's a funky, weird situation. Like not in the same way as like as you might think, but like regardless.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. It's just like it's a weird VTuber thing. Like I said, I don't like it. I'm not into it.
I'm gonna need some clarification there. What do you mean they're into it? What does that mean?
Like I would personally.
That's like the anime kitty porn, right?
Kind of. I'm not like a research person on it, so I can't really give like the best explanation on it.
I would reevaluate that friendship. I'm just saying.
No,
that makes me a little uneasy.
No, I get what you mean. It's something that's like not something that I can really explain, really. But like the easiest way to explain it is I know people that that have some of that stuff. Again, I don't like it because of personal situations, but it's whatever. But anyway, getting back to Flamenco. Flamenco was discovered having reading it, and people have issues with it. And then he spurged about it, especially when people said that they like said a lot of things about him. And so because he spurged about it, I think that he put VTubers back 10 years or so. But it's whatever. It's whatever. Whatever. My personal opinion.
I am blindsided.
No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. Again, like
you're telling me you have friends that are into drawn child porn.
Well, yes, but I don't like. Again, it's a conversation that I don't have because it's not my thing. I consider it a red flag, but it's one of those.
I would consider that like a friendship ending red flag.
I guess it really depends. It really depends. Again, like hard to really explain when it's not your thing and you don't defend it whatsoever, really. But
right.
Yeah.
But I just like I'm not trying to put you on the spot here. I understand that. Like I'm not trying to be like a dick.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
At the same time, like very not something I.
No, I get it. Listen, I get it. Because again, I just it abhors me. Trust me. It's one of those because I'm not an expert on it and because I don't talk about it. I don't really like. I don't know. It's not really my topic, basically.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm not really interested in that conversation because it's just not my thing. It's not my thing. So.
Yeah. I got you. Ooh. Yeah, no, like, cause it's strange because I had to like disassociate with another like streamer that I like appeared on that because like when I like the video first blew up I was just like I guess
food shops.
Yeah.
Don't talk to food shops. Food shops says,
I've learned this.
when I saw that, I was like, ugh, why food
I
shops?
disassociate. I had never heard of this person beforehand. They invited me, and I was like, oh, a small commentary. Like, I thought I was doing something nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, genuinely, it was in a good place. I'd never heard of this person, never spoken to this person. Yeah, that was huge fucking mistake. Like, ever since then, I've been like, once the day I learned was like, I think about a week ago, and I was like, oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
So yeah, I left, associated. Was like, yeah, fuck that. Yeah,
I get you. Again, like, it's not a topic that I like talking about because it's one. I know that there's just a bunch of shit that I'm not really interested in personally.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway. Well, we were talking about flamenco and how flamenco set VTubers back, and you know what? He kind of did, but it's whatever.
I mean, yeah. No, I think that fucking lolly shit's weird. I think, if you're imagining it, like, come on, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't give a shit if it's fictional or drawn. Like maybe if I was like fucking 12, like I'd be like, oh, I get that. But then like, once I gotta like, once you like actually think about it, you're like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
You know.
I get it's one of those things where there's a lot of shit that I don't really engage with it. I just know people that I don't know. I just know people that like it, but I feel like saying like it is too overbroad for me. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not really interested in like pushing through it because I'm not into it, and I'm not going to really. Yeah. if you
I will judge people who are into it heavily.
I mean, you definitely can. Trust me. Trust me. There's a lot of individuals in the lolicon sphere that really just kind of irk me out, in how they choose to.
Anyone in there irks me out. I find it disgusting and disgraceful.
Mm-hmm. And that's completely fine. I'm totally fine because again, like I said, it irks me out. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That was a tangent.
It was. My apologies for that.
No worries.
All I'm gonna say is, don't keep relitigating your story.
Oh yeah, no.
If that makes sense.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. Other than the Noah Samson dunk, we done.
Okay.
We done.
Yeah, perfectly fine. My personal opinion. Anyway, is there anything else that you would like to say before we let you go? Because I am gonna be talking about DSP for the rest of the night.
Oh hell yeah! What do you do this time?
So apparently, like, there's something that has to do with him in the Kick partnership program, but I was going to review the June the King documentary for tonight.
Oh yeah, June the King makes great content.
He does, and that's why I was thinking about watching it. It was a super chat goal, and yeah.
Shout out to June the King.
Yes.
Yeah, I've spoken to him a lot in private, even before like the content copy. He's been genuine. He's a dope individual.
Yeah.
I almost made music for him.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, back when I was still, like, that was my main prerogative. Yeah, no, June the King's great.
Okay.
But yeah. No, yeah, you have fun with that.
Yeah. Hey, again, I appreciate you coming on. Again, just keep working. Doesn't matter what other people say about you when it comes to all this stuff. Just keep moving on and doing your shit, man. All right?
Mm-hmm. And I will leave your audience in anticipation. Okay, my next video is dropping in a couple days. It has nothing to do with the Ian situation, but that doesn't mean I don't have anything cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
Enjoy that knowledge.
Perfect. All
right.
You have a good one, all right?
All right, you too.
All right, peace
out.
All right, cool. Well, that was CameronF305 once again.